Hi, hello, VinnyEndDragon here, and welcome to Week 6 of the MMC. My battle this week is against Manaburn, coach of the Sylvally Swades. He has Roaring Moon, Deoxys Speed, Excadrill, Terra Deancy, Mega Pinsir, Tentacruel, Breloom, Rotom Heat, Exploud, and Hippopotas. Off the bat, he has a lot of strong physical attackers, so I made sure to bring max physical defensive Gliscor. With Roost for healing, Rock Slide to help kill Pinsir, Earthquake to help do damage to Excadrill, and U-Turn for momentum. However, that still wasn't enough physical bulk for me, which is why I needed to bring Colbur Berry, Will-O-Wisp, Skeledirge. With Unaware, I don't really care about Sword Dance on Mega Pinsir and can click Will-O-Wisp. I also have access to Slack Off for healing, as well as Torch Song and Shadow Ball just for damage. However, that still wasn't enough physical bulk for me. I needed to bring Mega Aggron. My Mega Aggron is a curse set with Body Press and Heavy Slam, and then I also have access to Stealth Rocks. However, I also need to get rid of hazards too, which is why I have Mortal Spin on my Glamora. I also have access to Focus Sash, Stealth Rock, as well as just Earth Power and Power Gem. But I need damaging threats too, which is why I made sure to bring Life Orb Raikou. Raikou clicks Calm Mind and then has access to Volt Switch and Scald and Aura Sphere to threaten almost his entire team. And then finally, for the ultimate amount of damage, I have access to Choice Band Weavile. With Knockoff, Triple Axle, and Brick Break, it does a ton of damage, and then I also have access to Choice Band Ice Shard, which could help threaten Roaring Moon and Mega Pinsir. This is my team for this week of MMC. Let's get into the battle. Alright, welcome to the battle. Now, we see Exploud, which is pretty funny. Double Hippopotas, which I honestly thought Hippopotas with Excadrill stuff might be cool. Deancy is problematic. Deancy is Fairy Steel Water, and then Exploud is normal Ghost Fire. Exploud I'm not too worried about, though. I think that... Also, no Pinsir is also pretty fascinating. Because we see Dio's speed, I unfortunately cannot lead my Glamora and get up my hazards. Although hazards don't actually matter as much now because he doesn't have Mega Pinsir. And we could see Boots Rotom as well, which means that hazards really aren't that big. So I kind of want to just send in Aggron. We could see the Rotom Heat lead though, which would be a little gross. But I think that Aggron is probably one of my best bets here. Or I could go Raikou. We still see Excadrill, unfortunately. So I think I'm gonna go Aggron. I think the Aggron lead is pretty safe. Alright, so off the bat, Dio Speed. Now if this is Dio Speed that's like offensive with like Focus Blast or Superpower is doing nothing. But Focus Blast is what I'm more worried about. Even then he can't kill me and Heavy Slam kills. So if he is like max, he'd have to be like modest specs in order for Focus Blast to kill me. And even then it's not very likely. So I'm gonna Heavy Slam. In case he taunts. I see taunt as being very likely. Reflect. Ooh, and that's a physical, that's a Fizz-Def Deoxys. Even with Reflect, I should have been doing more damage. Yeah, no, this is a max HP. Max HP, max defense. And then probably enough speed to outspeed most of my team. Okay, let's get up a Stealth Rock. Interesting. I do have Brick Break Weavile. So, what are we gonna see? Teleport? Teleport would be interesting. Kinda just want to set up a curse here. Superpower would lower his defense. Let's set up a curse. Okay, so we see the Boots Rotom. We know that Rotom Heat is Boots. Let's give it... Oh, you nasty plot. Now I am +1/+1. Overheat can kill me. Body Press does good damage, but not enough. So, let's see. He can be a lot. He can be a lot to kill Aggron here. Dirge is fine though. Dirge takes nothing. Dirge takes nothing even at, and then Nasty Plot I'm immune to, so. I didn't anticipate screens Dio, but I'm kind of okay with that. Let's go Dirge here. 34. So, ooh, that could be modest. Yeah, that looks like modest to me. Slack off here. Just get the healing back as he volt switches out, I would assume. Oh wait, I don't know if I did the live link for this battle because I'm a... No, I did, okay. But yeah, I think that that's modest damage. That's offensive Rotom. We slack off here, and then anything they send in. Excadrill would be a little bit problematic, but he doesn't know I'm Colbur. So I feel like Roaring Moon could come in pretty safely. Screens means I'm just gonna have to play passively until they go away. And I gotta make sure I remember to take them off the calc because that could be devastating for the future. But it's fine. I think that will be okay. I think... I think that this is fine. He's probably clicking Volt Switch here, I'd have to imagine. And after a -2... Volt Switch... Oh wait, yeah, unaware. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny. Alright. Are we gonna see Terra Ghost Exploud? That would be interesting. Great, of course I don't get a set. 252, 252. Choice specs. Terra. What Terra are you gonna be? Fire? Ghost? I'd have to imagine Ghost so that you could hit this. Boom Burst. Modest. This is annoying. I have to calc this midway through. Terra Blast. Do you get Shadow Ball? You could kill me. Yeah, okay. This is interesting. Jesus, dude. This does a lot of damage. Raikou, are you good? Raikou's not good for Terra Normal Boom Burst. But Skeledirge is not good for Terra Ghost, Terra Blast. And I am very curious to see which one it is, but... I think that... I don't want to sack Gliscor. We'll have to see which one it is. I could switch to Raikou. Because Choice Specs can maybe kill. And if he's Terra Normal Broom Burst, then I just send back in Croc and start Torch Songing. So let's go Raikou here. We do see its screens, by the way. Terra Nor... That is interesting. It's scrappy. Okay. So we see Terra Normal. Terra Normal Boom Burst is fascinating. Okay. So then we Brick Break. Because then we get rid of screens. Okay. Yeah. We send in Weavile here. We send in Weavile and Brick Break the screens away. Because it needed specs for that, right? If it is just like... Yeah. No, it needed specs for that. It is choice specs. It is just choice specs Terra Normal Boom Burst. He doesn't really have a great switch into this Brick Break. I mean, Diancie, but Diancie's still gonna take some damage. Losing Raikou kind of sucks. I think it sucks a lot. But it's better than losing Dirge. My team is so slow here. Exploud is kind of threatening. Alright, we just go Aggron, I feel. I'm just content to go Aggron. BP. Okay. So then we baton pass into Rotom to threaten me out again. Yeah. And then he's gonna Volt Switch. Not this time. I'm sending in Gliscor. How much does Overheat do to Gliscor? I kind of got to stop him from getting momentum, so we're gonna... Overheat does about half, and then I could roost it off. Yep, nope. Oh, he nasty plots. Oh god, okay, hang on. That wasn't what I suspected at all. Now Overheat does kill me. This is so annoying. Alright, well we gotta send in Dirge now. And then slack off on the Volt Switch? This sucks, bro. Kinda have to, though. Let's see. You can go Gliscor here to stop the Volt Switch. Because, dude, this is so annoying, bro. Okay. Gliscor realistically isn't outspeeding Exploud. It shouldn't. I know he's specs, but he's scrappy, so... Okay, there we go. We got some momentum back. That's at least good. Now, you are not that. Rock Slide does decent damage, but... I kind of want to U-turn here. Slow pivot means that he hard switches most likely, and I get a free switch, and he can't get Exploud in. We have to be very situational about our momentum here because of how dangerous Exploud is being right now in this game. This sucks. His matchup is kind of ass. But you know, we'll figure it out. Cause man, this is miserable. This is an absolutely miserable situation. Overheat could be a problematic button to click. Then I think I sent in Glim. And you turn into Glim on Overheat, and then I start clicking Power Gem. And Power Gem threatens this out. Okay. Alright. What are you thinking about? What's the last move here? Maybe Willow? I could see Willow being the last move to threaten Weavile. But I never really send in Weavile on Rotom, so... This is interesting here. NP, bro. Why are we nasty plotting, bro? Oh my god, okay. I'm just gonna slack off with Skeledirge. I kind of have to. And then if they Volt Switch and get the momentum, yeah, dude, like this. Oh, and we get a crit, of course. We get crit, because of course we do. This sucks, bro. Because now, now I don't know what he sends in. And I lost my Colbur Berry Skeledirge, which is kind of important for Roaring Moon. Oh my god. Why? Okay. Dio Speed. Yeah, okay. I do like 30 through Reflect. I know that. So, what are we gonna do here? I mean, I kind of just... I can't even set up curses because Xcloud kills Mega Aggron with Terra Normal. It's just modest choice specs. It's just this. Oh wait, nope, hang on. Mega Aggron's got it. That, dude, the fact that that's my win con is kind of gross. Kind of need this to not set up screens though, which means I have to send in Mega Aggron and threaten Heavy Slam on Dio speed. Like, this is kind of what the set probably is. Psycho Boost doesn't do that much damage, but we know that this is Fizz Def. And after Reflect, I'm not doing enough to kill this. I do kill it in 2 Heavy Slams, though. Body Press doesn't kill. But does he risk Dio speed? I don't think he does. I think he goes for the hard switch to Rotom, if I'm being honest. And because of that, I actually think I might try to, because I'm really risking this situation. I think I want to double to Glim. Because, is he really just going to sack this for Light Screen? He doesn't get Light Screen. There's no point in having Light Screen. I have Skeletorge and Raikou dead, right? So, I think I double to Glimora. As crazy as this is, I kind of need to make some crazy plays in order to win this game. And doubling to Glim is kind of what I need. Preserves Aggron's HP. Why are we light screening? Oh my god. Alright, well, Power Gem, I guess. This is so gross, dude. I don't... What do I even do here? Gliscor dies. How does Gliscor die but not Aggron to... Oh wait, because I resist, that's why. Okay. You know what? You don't have Psycho Boost. I'm clicking Power Gem. Ice Beam? What the fuck? It's for Gliscor. But now I don't have Focus Sash anymore. Excadrill. Okay. We send in Gliscor on Excadrill. Every time. Now the problem is that Earthquake doesn't kill. But he doesn't do much damage to me regardless. Spin. Yeah, okay. Let's U-turn. If he clicks Swords Dance, we're a little scared. But I have... Oh wait, no, he's Rapid Spin, so I can't send in Weavile. We're gonna send in Mega Aggron. And through Reflect... Excadrill at +2. You need to be a lot to kill me. And I kind of just don't believe that you're that much. So we're gonna Body Press. Oh my god! Again? Ugh, okay. Calm down. Calm down. You're an adult. This is... I am so furious. I am not even gonna lie. I'm checking Mold Breaker right now. This is the roll. Now, if you were adamant, hang on, we know the item this is. It could be like E-Belt, but I don't know, dude. I'm just gonna click Earthquake, bro. Oh my god! Are we serious, bro? What is this game? God. What are we doing, man? What does Weavile Choice Band Ice Shard do? Not enough. This is so upsetting. I'm just dead. Yeah, it's just over. It's genuinely over because he outspeeds me now. He outspeeds everybody. Oh my god. Is he gonna respect Choice Scarf Weavile? He has no need to, but he might. No. GG to mana burn, but oh my god. Like, I think I was probably losing that game anyway because I did not have a proper answer to fucking Raikou. Or not Raikou. I did not have an answer to Terra Normal Exploud. But man, that was such a devastating game. I was trying to play to my outs and I got crit twice when I would have survived. The second one, maybe. I have to look at his... If he's adamant and, like, has a damage boosting item, maybe. But, like, the crit on Skeledirge was so unfortunate. And then the crit again. And then the flinch just to the cherry on top. Earthquake damage would have been decent. It probably wouldn't have killed, though. Earthquake damage to reflect is, like, half. And then, yeah, Ice Shard doesn't kill. But, dude, that is so annoying. Absolutely devastating for me. Now I am fucking 2-4 in MMC. I am at the bottom of the rankings, man. This sucks. This is absolutely miserable. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not mad. I'm very calm. I'm not angry about anything. I'll catch you guys in the next battle. Peace out. I hate Gliscor so much. Like, genuinely, I have never experienced such visceral hate for any other Pokemon. Free agency is closed. I'm so sad. I genuinely would rather drop Gliscor for any other ground type. Fuck Big Stall. I belong in HO. Trade Gliscor for Lando and I'm so much happier. Raikou sucks. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm crashing out. Gliscor belongs in the deepest pits of fucking hell. I would trade him for an expired piece of gum. Gliscor fills me with more rage in my heart than, like, genuine evil people fill me with. If I was trapped in a room with me, a gun, every evil world leader, and Gliscor, I'm shooting Gliscor 100 times, and then myself. He poison healed all that damage away.